channel. Today we're gonna be showing how we live off the land. What we're gonna be starting doing, we're gonna start catching our fire. Yes, to get the mosquito away, but we will be getting the food, most of the food out of our garden. And I'm gonna show you how I prepare some of the leaves. All right. So first thing I'm gonna do, catch the fire to keep that mosquito away. I gotta be in my long sleeve because man, what I'm gonna be catching the fire with, lighter and paper. Yes, guys, how you all doing? We're gonna get this fire blazing. Don't forget, guys, hit the like button, share the video if you can. All right. What's up, guys? When you catch in fire, you wanna start with the fine pieces of wood. The fine pieces of wood is we're gonna get the fire going, and it must be dry, not wet. So when you get the fire going, then you could start adding the bigger piece. All right? Now, the fire gonna keep them, the smoke is what gonna keep the mosquito away. So if you're living off the land, the smoke is important because you might have mosquito, you might have all these kind of stuff, so the smoke keeps them away. So you could always have your fire burning with wood, all right? Burning so it keep the mosquito away from biting you because all mosquito, some mosquito carry disease, and the truth is you don't really want them to bite you, so you want to be prepared. So a good way to do that, some people spray their skin. If you don't have no money to buy anything to spray, you light a fire, just a small fire, not nothing too big. Could be the same fire you're cooking on, and the wood gonna push out the smoke, and next thing all the mosquito disappear. So this is basically living after land. This is how people survive after land. These are pieces of wood. What you do, you walk around wherever you can and you save these wood. You save them, you put them in a pile. If you have a tarp or something, you could cover it. Because when the rain come and the rain wet, these wood it just be a little difficult to catch. So you want to make sure you pile them up and cover them. So whenever you want to cook, you just grab them and they dry. You see these? These are pretty dry. So these easy to catch, very easy to catch. All right. So what we're gonna be doing, we're going in the garden and we're gonna be grabbing some edo leaf. We're gonna be grabbing some edo leaf out the garden. We're cooking. We basically cooking callaloo today. We also gonna be cooking dumpling. I make some dumplings, so I already made the dumpling because I didn't want to come out after touching all these wood, then make the dumpling. So I already made the dumpling. So basically, what we're gonna be cooking today is a little callaloo with dumpling. That's what we're gonna cook today. So I'm gonna go That's a garden over there. That's a garden over there. What I'm going to do now, I'm going over there and I'm going to grab some edo leaf. Guys, don't forget to hit the like button. If you're on your phone, you could double tap the screen, hit the like button. I will appreciate it. All right? people, what's up? All right. So what we went and get from our garden, went and get some onion. These onion are already picked them, harvest them, so I have them down there. So we have the onion. We also have celery. We also have parsley. These are edo leaf. These are edo leaf. And when we boil them and cook them up, they just like they mash up something like collards. So I'm gonna be cleaning these up. Meanwhile, meanwhile I'm cleaning up. I'm gonna be putting the pot. That's a cast iron pot. Holds a lot of heat. Hey, welcome, VC Cooper. How you doing? You cannot hear me? Pure Grow, how you doing? Hey, Good Eats, how you doing? Blessings, blessings. All right, guys. If you're not hearing me, please press one. Let me know or let me continue. So right now we have the pot on the fire. The water boiling. Meanwhile, you know, I grow Edo leaf and I always talk about Edo leaf. This is Edo leaf. This is the young Edo leaf. You see, it ain't even open out as yet. So this is young and tender. These are the one you need. All right, these are the one you need. And you make kalaloo soup. You make kalaloo soup with these. So basically, sometimes when you're using the older kalaloo leaf, because the stalk is beautiful too, the stalk is wonderful, you come and you peel off the skin from the stalk itself. I recommend if you cook in the stalk, I recommend peeling this off. Peel this off the stick. All right? I recommend that. Depending on how young the leaf is, you could keep it and it's gonna boil and we're gonna happen. It might end up melt away. But my recommendation is I always try to peel them off. Now you gotta let this boil for at least 45 minutes. Yeah, this gotta boil for at least 45 minutes. So you getting off the skin, and when you get off the skin, you cut them up just like if you're doing collard greens. Let me see if I can get you. Yes, this is what we call living off the land, guys. Living off the land, you got to use what you have. meaning you cannot run to the store. You have to use what you have. You got to use what you have and make it work. I'm good, your voice is low. Oh, sorry for that, sorry for that, sorry for that. So this is basically, yeah, this is basically the edo leaf, and this is the stalk. So you cut up the stalk as fine as you want to. But the good thing about, you see, these are the young leaf. And when you cut up these leaf in this form and you boil them down, they boil down like collards. So you could mix this with okra. You could cook it down with okra, you know, the okra, the slime up. With this, these are very, very healthy food, guys. So basically, you grow in the meadows, but you also feeding from their leaf all through the garden season. And then in the fall, that's when you harvest the root of the crop. All right, guys, don't forget to hit that like button. This is live from my garden. People need to see these type of videos because hard time is coming. You could share the video if you like. I will. You could double tap the screen if you wanna hit the like button. If you're on your phone, double tap the screen. Appreciate it. So now this is how the edo leaf look after you cut it up. So now you have to wash this really well. You got to wash this really, really good before you put it in the pot. But first, you want the water to be boiling before you put it in the pot. take some time before that pot start boiling. Yes, yes, so you have a nice outdoor kitchen setup. Thank you. Yes, sir. You have to, this way of life is very, once you understand this way of life, it's a joy. It's a joy living this type of life because now you growing your food. You actually going in your garden, grab your whatever you feel like cooking, light your fire. Grab your wood, light your fire. Yes, he does. I want to do something like this on my land. I hope he does a voice over on this video to walk through how he set it up. You know what? Yes, I'm gonna do a whole video just for you to show you how I set it up. A matter of fact, I did a video yesterday where I was actually building it. I did a live yesterday where I was building it yesterday, but today I come and I straightening up better. But I'm gonna do a video just show. A matter of fact, I'll rebuild it. I'll do a video rebuilding it. How? Because it's simple. It's easy and simple. So yes, I'll do that just for you. All right. No, when you living off the land, you walk around. I'm gonna show you what I'm doing. Sometime. Give me a minute. These look like garbage, right? These look like garbage. But guess what? These could help feed your family. You could able to bake. You could use these and you could set up and bake. So what I do, I walk around, pick them and throw them in an area. So every time you walk around, you pick and you pack. You try to put them in a dry area because you don't want them to get wet. So you try to put them in a dry area. Some people use their axe and cut up trees and things, but there's so much trees around that I don't even have to use an axe. I could just walk around and pick these up. Sometimes I don't even need to break them. Though sometimes I don't even need to cut them. I could just press my foot and break them. Remember, this is living after land, so you don't have everything you require. Sometimes you just got to use what you have and make it work. Right? Like I was saying, this is the callaloo. This, you want to wash this really good. In case there's any bugs on them, you want to wash them really good. Sometimes people use salt. Sometimes people use vinegar, which is good as well to make sure you're clean. But I don't have that. I don't have salt because I don't use salt in my food. I don't cook with salt and I don't cook with vinegar. So what I'm doing, I'm actually washing them good, clean them up nice, throw in the water, wash them. So I wash them about 3 times now. So what I'm gonna do now, this is it right here, just like it look like collards. It look just like collard. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna drain out this water, then I'm gonna cover it and leave it until the pot start boiling. You know, this is what we use for seasoning. We have the scallion, we have the celery, we have some parsley, and we have some sage. So we're gonna wash this up really well, cut it up in the pot. This is what make blessing. Hey, VC Cooper, voice is very low. Sorry for that. Oh, you guys cannot hear me? Hey, what's going on? Maybe I'm too far away. All right, let me know if you're hearing me now. Let me know if you're hearing me now. Oh, it's better. I can. Awesome, awesome. Thank you all. Thank you all. Yes, I. So this is my ital bashi. This is what I'm eating and this is a gift. Shout out to Fifi Urban Homestead and Lifestyle for sending this for me. This is bashi. This come from a plant. So this is what they do. They dry it and they scrape out the inside, clean it up really nice. So this is what I'm saying, guys. This thing is what people used to eat in. People used to, I'm telling you, it's so much we don't know, man. It's so much we don't know. The onion, these are onion that I grow. This is no time to go to the store, guys. You're using what you have. So very soon, the pot gonna be boiling. put in the callaloo and just let it boil. All right. Hey, Ishmael is what's up? How you doing? Shout out to all of you guys. Shout out to everyone. Share the video if you like the video. Hit the thumbs up. I only seeing three likes. What's up, guys? 3 likes with this type of setup, with this type of information. Only 3 likes. Come on, guys. Support the channel. Support the channel. Support the channel. Okay. Meanwhile, the water is getting ready to boil. I'm gonna give you an idea how I build this fire pit. As you see, we're using center blocks. We actually using center blocks, and to the top we have some red brick. On the bottom we have a stone. You don't have to have a stone. If you don't have a stone, you don't have a stone. You could just use the bare ground and put the wood there. It's no problem. But I have a piece of granite stone under the bottom, and the granite stone is about 8 inches thick. So I put the granite stone, which is this right there, and I build the center blocks around it. Just lay the center blocks around it, and the grill. This is a grill that comes from a stove. I take the grill and I put the grill. I build it wide enough that the grill can rest itself. Now, this now is what you call angle iron. This is an angle iron right here. The angle iron is if I want to go up higher. Like let me show you. Let me see if I have a block. If I want to go up higher, I can add another row of blocks inside there, and I can carry it up higher. You see what I'm coming from? But I don't really want to carry it higher. I think this okay. I also want to build an area to put this. This is actually from an old grill. And you see it have a door to open. So if I want to bake, I can bake right here. I can cook right here. Anything you want to do. If you want to barbecue, you can barbecue right there. So this is something really good to have in your backyard if you have the space. Really good. All you need, once you get it built, all you need is wood to maintain it. That's all you need. You walk around and you get your wood, or you might have to, however, you might have to get trees and split them with your axe, whatever you got to do. But at the end of the day, once you get this set up, you could feed your family all through the summer without using your gas stove. You don't need to use a gas stove. You could come out every day and cook for your family, especially if you have a shed over it, like a shed to keep it from, if rain fall, that's it right there, guys. That's it right there. So I want to say shout out to everyone who come out today. I appreciate you guys. I'm going to be showing a lot of these videos, a lot of these live going on for this garden season. And you also know I have I post a lot of video about how to grow your food. So just stay tuned, guys. Appreciate the support. Thank you all. So we're waiting on the water to boil. Then we're gonna add in the callaloo. Then we also have dumpling flour that we make. We're also gonna cook that. And if you stick to the end, you're surely gonna see how it look in the bashi. Blessings, blessings. All right, we see the pot start bubbling. Yes, I am. No, you see, I don't have anything to take off the cover, but I got to take off the cover. So I'm gonna use this paper. Okay, so this is the callaloo. We're gonna put this in the pot now. right. You know, when you're cooking ital, you just cannot do it without your seasoning. So right now, my seasoning right now is celery, sage, and onion. That is what I'm seasoning the pot right now with. I also have some coconut milk that I grind the coconut and I get the milk out of it. I'm also going to add some of that in the pot as well. This is the thing, guys. When you don't have living off the land, living off the grill, you don't have everything you need. But guess what? You got to make it work. Right now, I don't have nothing to take off the cover of the pot, but I got to use what I have. You see what I'm saying? And that's where the skills come in. Okay, so meanwhile, the pot is blazing. We have the callaloo boiling up right now. So meanwhile, what we're gonna do now, we're gonna just sit back and have a chat, man. Let's sit back and have a chat. Let me get my seat. Yes, I am. It's a beautiful thing, guys. Yes, it's a lifestyle I think everyone should get used to. When I say get used to, what I mean like this kind of lifestyle is just amazing, man. I'm telling you, it's just amazing. you just with nature. You just enjoying nature, living the life of simplicity, living the life of simplicity. Ain't no life better than that. I'm telling you right now. The simple, natural life. Not that you got to live the life, but know how to live it. It's important. No, I'm here cooking today. I'm here cooking, but it didn't cause me a dime. It didn't cause me anything. It didn't cause me anything. Simplicity, the simple lifestyle that many people ignore. Like I'm saying, is not something you have to do or you have to live, but know how to live it. In case push come to shove, know how to live it. It's a blessing. Around here, because of the trees, you're gonna see a lot of mosquito around. But once you start cooking, once you start seeing the smoke, they all gone. You know, this is a plant right here. I forgot the name of it, but it's good for us to educate ourselves as well. This plant produce a berry. If you look there, you're gonna see the berry them. Yes, they just ripe and they just turn purple. According to studies, these good for men like prostate, help prevent. That's what they say. Help prevent, not cure. Help prevent. So because we so lack of so much information and we don't know so much, we really losing out. We losing out big time, man. We losing out big time because there's so much things around us. They did not just grow up around us because they could grow up around us. They grew up around us for a reason. This is the next one right here. This is the next one. What do you call this? Can anyone in the chat tell me what is this? And this is their berry. Can anyone in the chat tell me what type of leaf is this? And this is the berry of the plant. This is what they call pokeweed, poke salad. Similar to the edible leaf I now show you. You got to boil these. Let me see. The mic is not loud. Oh man. I'm sorry for that, guys. Let me know if you're hearing me now. But this is what you call pork weed or pork salad. These are actually edible. The fruit, I don't know about the fruit, but these are actually edible. But the thing is, you got to boil them for a long time, and you got to keep throwing away the water. So don't go and use these unless you understand how to use them. All right? I'm sorry, guys. Sorry for the mic. I'm sorry. I thought I had it covered with the mic, but seems like I got to get a mic to help me out with these live. I'm sorry for that. Is it poison? Well, if you don't know how to use it, it might be a problem. That's why I say do your research first. I personally, I eat the leaf before, but what I did, I boiled it, throw away the water, boil it, like maybe about 4 times I throw away the water. And after it finished boil, it becomes so soft. It becomes so soft, and then I eat it, and it works for me. I'm still here. But I would not just tell people to go out there and just start using it. If you don't know how to use it, do not, unless you do your own research and see it working for you. All right? A lot of I don't know about the berry, but I know for sure the leaf is edible. I eat the leaf before. I know for a fact it's edible, but you have to know how. You have to know how to use it. All right? So we could walk over in the garden. We're gonna come back. We're gonna come back and we're gonna talk. We allow the pot to boil down, and we're gonna come back and we're gonna talk more. Right here, I had an outdoor kitchen here as well that I built from clay. I broke it down. I'm going to rebuild this one as well. This is an outdoor kitchen here. I break it down. I'm getting ready to build back another one. Are you seeing? Okay, let me take this off for now. Yes, this is one that I build right here. I break it down and I'm going to build it over now. I enjoy building outdoor kitchen. I love to build these things. I enjoy building them. So you could build them from the V Cooper. How you doing? Yes, I just love building them. So I'm getting ready to build about that one. No, again, these are elderberry. This is elderberry here, and as we see, okay, VC Cooper. Yes, I'll appreciate the microphone. All right, I will appreciate that microphone because you cannot hear me. All right, all right. Yes, guys, if you listen to me, what I show you guys, I give you guys live and direct. I show you guys a lot of things. So yes, you guys can donate a microphone for me. I'll truly appreciate it because you guys gonna have a lot of video coming your way that you might just enjoy. Yes, have a lot of berry down inside the boy. Wow. Mm. You see, all that is wild berry growing up over there. I don't know if you guys seen. But I mean, you just got to pay attention, guys. You got to pay attention, and you'll be surprised how much food around you. Right. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Vic Cooper 52. Thank you. You have too much knowledge for us not to be able to receive it. Thank you. Thank you. And you see, I'm willing to share. You see, I'm willing to share. You see, guys, what we have? Oh, look, we have ripe one right here. You see, we have ripe berry right here. Let me see if I could grab it. Two of them. Let me see. You see, guys? Wild berry. You see? Yes. Some people might see that and scared to eat it. Some people might say, no, 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 that's not good. We all throw away so much food and don't even know because why we not educated about the food. But if we understand nature and we watch how nature operate, we go see what is good and what's not good. If you see birds eating it, of course it's edible. You see what I'm saying? If you see a sheep eating, animal eating it, it's edible. Do your research. Don't just tell yourself there's no food and the food is not good. Those are blackberry, very good to eat. We used to call them marberries. All right, okay, yes. I have a lot right over there. I'm definitely going and pick pick them. Oh, this now start to produce squash. Let me see what's going on here. It producing. All right, I didn't even see that. All right, so what we see going on here, I saw there was a lot of male pollinators coming out. A lot of male pollinators and no, not male pollinators, male flowers. So I now see the female them coming out, which this is a female. So once, oh look another female here. Okay, all right, that's wonderful. So once the female comes out and the male is around, it stand a chance to get pollinated. But what does happen a lot of times? What does happen a lot of times? The male comes out and go back. This is a male. This one is a male. So the male comes out and go back before the female. So what's going on here? I like what I'm seeing because we have the female out and we also have the male out at the same time. So we stand a chance of getting a nice patch of squash out of this because we're seeing male and female coming out. All right, look another female right to the tip right there. Right, so that's good. When you have male and female coming out the same time, it's good because the male gonna pollinate the female. But if the female come out when the male gone, that's a problem. And that's why sometimes our squash don't produce anything because of the female. I have some right here is where we have some orange pumpkin. I'm gonna show you what is happening here. These are some orange pumpkin. I put a little ashes around them. And if you notice what they're doing, they're growing pretty nice, but they're growing stringy. You know why they're growing stringy? Because of these shisho plant. This shisho plant is overshadowing them from the sunlight. So what do I need to do here? I need to remove. I need to remove them because I have a lot of these shisho. These shisho just come back up from seeds. Okay? But at the same time, if I keep them, then they're gonna mess with my pumpkin. Then my pumpkin gonna be leggy and not producing. So I prefer removing. I prefer removing them that they could get some air. So now we stand a better chance of our pumpkin growing and running all over the place. You see what I'm saying? So these are things we have to look out for. These are shisho. I love shisho. I love the plant, but I cannot allow the plant to take over my pumpkin them. I'm only gonna leave one of them. Shisho is a Japanese plant. It's a Japanese plant, and them Japanese love them. So what I'm gonna do with these shisho, I'm gonna throw them in a compost pile. So now the squash them have room to receive the sunlight. So they're not gonna be growing leggy and stringy anymore. Hey Sissy, Simple City, how you doing? Thank you for being here. Don't forget to hit that like button, guys. I appreciate it. So yes, what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna throw it around this banana tree to become compost. Because you cannot have plants hovering over your pumpkins because your pumpkin is what gonna be running all over the place and giving you a lot of pumpkin. Now I still have two here. So I didn't want all of them. Then I have so many up there. I didn't want all of them. Okay, onion. Hollering here and stopping my pumpkin them from go. So what I did, I removed them and I put them in the banana patch to become compost. You see what I'm saying, guys? Oh man, you know I was to put a tomato in a pot? Okay, let me see if I can find a ripe tomato over here. Guys, this is what we call living off the land. Living off the land. Living and eating off the land. I try to grow a lot of things that can feed me all through the garden season. They can feed me through their leaf. They can feed me through their root. I love to grow these type of crops. All right, let's see if we find any tomato over here. You see, look more shisho here. Look more there. There's a lot over there. So it don't make sense. Once you see them messing with your plants, you got to get rid of them. All right. Okay, guys, so we have a ripe tomato. So this could go in the pot. We have a, I'm looking to see if we see any hot pepper. Hot pepper. These are hot pepper tree. Let's see if there's any hot pepper. Okay. You have two down inside there. Okay, you have like how much? You have four here. But they ain't ripe. Let me see. Okay, I'll take one. Ain't this a blessing, guys? Ain't this a blessing? So we just, what we actually doing, we walking in our garden and collect food to put in our pot. That's what we did. We get the edibles. All right, let me see. These are pumpkin running over here. Okay. Hey LP, how you doing? Thank you for being here. Yes, these pumpkins start running like wildfire now. You see them running up all on the fence here? Yes, so you see, you don't want to have a plant, damn it, keeping your pumpkin from spreading. I don't know why the volume is so low. I really don't know. God damn. Sorry for that. I might got to end this live because everybody telling me the volume is low. I don't know why. All right, so I'm going back over to the pot right now. Where are we cooking over there? I don't know why the volume is low. Sorry to the volume situation, guys. I'm so sorry for that. I really thought it was together because I did a live yesterday. All right, guys. So as you see, we come back to the pot now. Gotta get the fire going again. Yes, guys. Sorry for the volume situation. I'm gonna try to make. I'm gonna. Yes, someone told me about it already. They told me that the volume is pretty low. Few people tell me about it, so I'm just gonna stay right here and just let you guys observe the pot cooking, the fire blazing right here. Everything is right here, blazing wonderful. Just cooking a pot just like that, man. I mean, come on. Ain't this something? Yes, yes, yes. I'm gonna do a video, guys. I'm gonna do a video just showing you guys how to build this. I'm gonna do a video describing how I build it. I'm gonna show you how I build it. I'm gonna do all of that because I'm telling you, I think I know the importance of having an outdoor, a place that you can cook outdoor. Now, all you have to do now is put a post here, a post here, and a post over there. You could build uh, at least 8 feet wide, 8 feet wide by 6 feet wide. And you could put it right over this. And you could put some galvanized over it, which I'm going to be doing. So you guys going to be seeing that pretty soon. So you could be here, whether it's raining or not, you could be here cooking without any problem. You could also build it in the form of build with cement. You can build it using cement, but I don't use clay sometimes. I just use clay and build them instead of cement. All that saving me money, saving me from spending. Because one thing about living after land, it's about using what you have. That's what it's about. Using what you have because it ain't no store nearby for you to run to. It ain't anything nearby. So you use what you have. That's the same thing I try to do in my garden. I try to use the things I have and not looking at other things because looking at other things make you have to push your hand in your pocket. So try to utilize the things you have and make it work. All right? That's real heat there, guys. That's real heat. And you know what I love? What I love, I enjoy the taste of the food outdoors. I don't know. Okay, let me see. Hold on. Just for a second, there is almost sounded louder. Okay, okay. Okay, sis, it's a fine for me. No worries, it's happening. All right. Need to get need to get him a microphone. If he has earbud, that would help. Or use the microphone on his headphone. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what's going on today. I don't know what's going on. Love him for. Let me see. I would love him to go over that outdoor. Yes, yes, I'm definitely gonna do that video. Planta Garden TV. Right. I don't understand. Let me see. Turn it down. Let me see. I don't know what's going on, guys. I really don't know. Let me see. I don't know. I don't know what is going on. But I promise you, I'm gonna do that video for you. I'm gonna do the video that shows you how to build this. I'm gonna do the video. I'm gonna do the video actually doing it and speaking. You see, because I could tell you now, I could tell you how I did it, but me actually, me actually building it that you could see. And like I said, I don't use the cement. I just use the blocks itself. Sometimes what I do, I'll use clay soil and throw down in the holes them to keep them together. Because when you live in off the land, guys, remember it's about using what you have. All right? Because if there's no store open for you to go and get no cement, you cannot get no cement. So what you gonna do? No, you could actually go and dig up some clay, dirt, whatever, and make it work. In some cases, guys, depending on where you live in, this is only depending on where you live in. Some people during the summer, some people don't their fire, they don't out their fire. But this is depending on where you live in. Some people allow their fire to go for days. Like for instance, they will burn their fire now, and in the night they just leave it, let it burn down and take your time. Then in the morning when they come, there's still fire there. So what they do, they start fan it and blow it, and the fire start again, start adding more wood. But this is depending on where you live in. All right. Now, if you live close to people, I would not recommend after you finish and you going inside your home, you're done. I will not recommend leaving the fire burning overnight. I will not recommend that because you just never know what could happen. You just never know who might come in here, and you just never know. So you don't want to do that. If you certain places, you can do it. If you're living in the mountain, in the jungle, I'm sure you could do that. But once you're living in places where there's houses close to you, as soon as you finish, out the fire. As soon as you finish, you out the fire. I'm gonna give you a little peep of what's going on in the pot. All right, give me a minute. That's it right there, guys. You see the callaloo? That's the callaloo bubbling. But the callaloo ain't finished as yet. It's supposed to boil more. By the time it finish, it's gonna be like smushy. You see? So that's it right there. That's the pot boiling there, guys. Yes. it's the truth is it's almost look like you cooking collard greens. You know, you cooking collard greens and you boil it. That's how you can do this. You could also mix this with Edo, but basically, I'm doing it in a soup form. It's basically like a callaloo soup, but you could do it in many different ways. So this is Edo leaf I'm cooking here. Edo leaf. We also, I'm gonna have to the pot is small, so we got to add a little tomato. We can't add too much. We also got to add some coconut milk. Before I add the coconut milk, what I want to add, let me see. Okay, do you know where the microphone hole is on your phone? Sometimes stuff get in there and you have, you know what, maybe, you know what, LP, maybe you're right. Maybe that's what happening because, you know, I just be in the garden so much. I just be in the garden so much and sometimes the dust get inside it. I truly believe that's what's going on. Yes. Okay, I'm adding in some dumpling now. This is dumpling. I don't have nothing, guys, to hold the pot cover, so I gotta use what I have. Yes, it's called use what you have. You see? Did you say elder leaf? Elderberry, maybe elderberry. I believe he said, no, callaloo, Edo leaf, which we call callaloo. Thank you. I'm new to some herbs and vegetables. Okay. Edo leaf, which is basically callaloo. This is it right here. This is the young Edo leaf. So basically, this is it before it roll out. So this is the young Edo leaf before it roll out. So this is what we cut up and cook. It's really tasty. You could cook it in soup. You could cook it up just like how you cook up collards. I'm telling you. I grow a lot of them. Why I love to grow them? Because they feed you all through the year. All through from the spring, they're giving you these leaf. Go right through to like October. Then after October, you have the root to harvest. Yes. When the pot almost time to finish, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna add some coconut milk. Some Yeah, some fresh coconut milk. You see, guys, that's a lot of heat going up in this. A lot of heat. So cooking outdoor is not that hard. All you gotta do, get yourself prepared and ready. I hope the battery ain't dead before this part finish. But at least you guys see the whole progress. You guys see how I catch the fire. You guys see how I go in the garden and cook and get the food. But guess what? I'm gonna do a live tomorrow. Okay, let me see. Oh man, I thought callaloo was the same as okay. LP okay. Is that also called L? No, 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 no. Okay, okay. Let, let me have a conversation with you all. Let me have a conversation with you all. Elephant ears. This is not elephant ears. This is a different plant. We have the Edo, we have the Dashin, we have the Tanya. Their leaf look similar. Just like how the elephant ears look similar, they all look similar. But if you know them, you will know the difference. So hear me out. This is not elephant ears. I do not think elephant ears is edible. Another Edo, Dashin, Tanya is edible. Please do your research on this plant. Do not use elephant ears because this is not elephant ears. All right? I do not know anything about elephant ears. I don't know if they're edible. I don't know. I know the Edo, the Dashin, Tanya, they edible. And they have different name in different places. Different countries call them different name. But elephant ears is not edible. I don't know anything about elephant ears. All right, guys? It's a bit difficult for me because I don't have a piece of cloth to take the cover off. But guess what? I'm using what I have. Okay, okay, got you. Sorry about that. Those are, yes, exactly. These are not elephant ears. These are edos. All right, elephant ears. I do not think it's edible. Never heard anybody eat elephant ears. But the edo, dashi in Tanya, is definitely edible. All right, go ahead and add some coconut milk now. All right, so guys, this lifestyle. This lifestyle, guys. Mhm. This lifestyle, when you don't have everything you need, it can be difficult. It can look difficult, but the good thing about it is once you still could make it work, that's what's matter. All right, and this is where living off the land comes, how it comes in, how it works, because you're not close to the store. Your mindset is not about, oh, I could run to the store and get it. No, where you at, there's no store around, and you got to make whatever you're doing works. All right. So it might be look a little challenging because I don't have. I wanted. I supposed to get a piece of cloth that I can take off the the cover. I don't have that, but guess what? The show still goes on, and that's what's matter. So using what you have is the same thing I say when come on gardening. You use what you have and make it work. Because if you don't have it and you children is looking at you for food, you got to figure out how am I gonna get this food cooked. All right? If you have something like this in your backyard, if there's no gas, if you cannot pay your gas bill, you could run out in your backyard, grab some wood, and feed and cook and feed your family. You see, this is important. So these skills are necessary. Some people might say, oh, please, I don't need these skills. Maybe you don't. Maybe you never run into no situation where you find yourself needed these type of knowledge, these type of skills. So to you, it mightn't be necessary for you, but it might be necessary for someone else. It might be necessary for someone else. You sitting, you might lose your job, your gas bill, they turn off your gas bill, you turn off your gas, you can't afford to put on the gas, but at the same time, your family have to eat. At the same time, you might have food in your house, but you have no gas. You have no money to go and buy. You might be able to go buy something for electric. What about if you don't have no electric? What about if there's no gas? What about if there's no electricity? You still got to feed your family. So these skills are necessary. It maybe you could have them, and maybe you don't have to use them. Maybe there might never be a time when you got to use these skills, but passing it down to your children might be a good idea. Maybe in the future, this might be what we're doing here mightn't be necessary because of technology today, because of the way things are today. But these skills, no one could take them away from you. No one. Once you learn these, no one could take away these skills from you. So it might look like it's too hard. Well, for me, I enjoy it. I've been here almost 2 hours on this live. I enjoy this whole journey because with this whole journey, I didn't spend a dime. You see where I'm coming from? I go and I pick up my wood. These blocks, I have them, I put them together. I catch my fire. I get my food. I didn't have to spend a dime to cook this meal. This is how we got to think because we have to figure out how to save money. We got because things getting expensive. I understand there's people who cannot do this because they might be in an apartment, they might have the. So I understand. But the people who have the backyard and the space and place to do it, and even in an apartment, and you have the opportunity to learn these skills, you still should learn because you don't know the future. You don't know. You might still run in one day and need these skills. Yes, people live like this every day. This lifestyle, people live this lifestyle every day in certain place. Every day, this is what they do. They get their wood, they cook their food, they plant their food, they grow their food, they create the fire. How some people put three stone together. And I'm gonna show you guys also a video how you put them together and how you put the stone together and the pot goes on top of these stone. People use all different ways. I create this way because I want to bake as well. I might want to bake some potato. I might feel like bake a bread. I want to do it outside because the taste is so different. That's the good life. Yes, definitely, Sissy. This is life. But because the way our thing is today, this life become like a poor life. They call this the poor people life. This ain't the poor people life. This is good life. This is the good life. I'm telling you. Yes, guys. So you see, these are dry wood. These are real dry wood. Real dry wood. These wood you really don't want to get them wet because if you get them wet, they're gonna become real difficult to catch. Especially if the rain come, is you're gonna catch hell getting them getting them to catch. So if you could have an area where you put them in a dry space and cover them up that you have access to them, that's a good idea. Yes, any vegetation. CC, CC say any vegetation free of chemical is beautiful. That food you are cooking will give you staying grace. Yes, definitely. Definitely. Everything here is just natural. I'm telling you. The fire, no type of, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. We can be sure of the food we grow. Definitely. 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 Shout out to you, LP. I saw your last update. Man, listen me. Thank you all, man, for participating in the Plant a Herb Garden Challenge. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. Yes, on the 30th, I have some more video I got to run through. And on the 30th, we're going to have a prize giveaway for the person who win the Plant a Herb Garden Challenge. All right? So you guys stay tuned on the 30th of this month for the prize giveaway. Yes. So yes, guys, in this, listen, man, this, you see, this is good. Live good vibes. You welcome, you welcome. This is good life, good vibes. You here chilling, just enjoying life. It's a great challenge, opportunity to grow new things. Definitely, definitely. That's what it's about. And you're able to learn so much at the same time. You know, baking as well, baking as well. The way I'm gonna set this up, I'm gonna show you that I bake bread because I'm planning to bake bread someday. That I'm gonna bake bread and show you how it come out, looking just like if you bake it in an oven. You understand? The thing about it is, when you baking, you see, like now you make the fire high, like forget the oven heat up. You make it high. So when it heat up, you start to pull out the wood. You start to pull them out and quiet down the fire. Allow them to bake slowly. Because you know sometimes if your fire is too high, the outside gonna be baked and looking brown and dark and getting, but the inside still need cooking. So you could have the fire blazing, but then you have to start pulling it out to cool on the fire, just like the oven. You turn it down for the fire, same thing. So these things is actually skill. These things is actually skills. Knowing how to bake on wood fire. Yep. All right, guys, the battery is pretty low. You see, LPC, I have to head. All right, appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you, LP. Appreciate you stopping by. Blessings. The video is, the battery is pretty low now, guys. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just show you guys. I'm just gonna show you guys what's going on because I don't want it in. All right, I don't want to take off the pot, the cover, because I don't have anything to. So I'm just gonna show you what's going on here. Just gonna give you an idea. The coconut milk is what make it look this color, but it blazing like crazy. Yes. So this is it, guys. I got to end the video because I don't want, and the pot ain't finished cook yet, so I can't do the taste. But this is basically, and this is what I'm gonna be eating out, the bashi. You know what I'm saying? But this is basically it right now, guys. So I just wanna thank you guys. I appreciate you all. I don't want the video to cut off. So I'm just gonna say thank you all so much. Appreciate you all. Don't forget to hit that like button, share this video, and tomorrow I'm gonna be over here tomorrow building, showing you guys. I'm gonna do a video showing how I build this. So you could build one for yourself and start it from scratch. All right? So thank you guys so much. I appreciate you all. You guys have a blessed and wonderful day. Thank you all.